You can do everything right, and God can be with you. And look at the fact that only John stayed with Jesus at the cross. They all left him in the garden, and John was at the cross. But you look at Moses, none of them went in except Joshua and Caleb. You know, all those millions dropped dead, the next generation. So, in a sense, the Lord said this morning that this is about, we're going to pray for the spirituality, but I want you to know that it may be just you. You may be the only one in your family or your group that actually gets this and goes in. Because if God gives you spiritual realities about Christ and your position, like we talked about last night, is that if you do that, you realize that all of a sudden you're going to get a shortcut. You're going to get a shortcut. Like I just want to tell you, write it down. Your finances will change after you do what I just told you. Every time you give an offering, you treat it as a sacred thing. I don't care if it's $1 or if it's a button off your jacket you put in. Sometimes people do that. They give me their ring, their buttons, because they have nothing else, but they want something because it's sacred to them. So if you do that, you watch what happens to your finances. The same thing with when you present yourself in prayer. Say, Lord, you're all that I'm not. You know, and you let your words be few on the earth. And you let your yes be yes and your no be no. And if you don't feel like you can do it with excellence, then ask for this spiritual reality to come in and say, what do I need to do to be able to prophesy more effectively or to serve in whatever gifts you have? What can I do, Lord? How can you help me to become excellent at it? So I would rather not do something if it's off. And you've seen me do that, where I just stop for a while. The reason why is that I don't want to present that to the Lord if something's not right. If something's not right, then it's not right. And it doesn't matter if everybody else thinks it's really cool. But the thing that is that it's an offering. And it has to be done in a way where there's no agenda. But if people want attention, you can feel that, right? Are you different than me? Can you feel like when people just have to have the mic or whatever, in your life? Do you feel like some people just want control? But that it's not their control to have, right? So you're fighting all the time.